welcome back to the Battlefield 6 run. Here we have another Pauper video for you today. This one is a real special one, a little freak on a leash, if you will. The freak on the leash being probably just as Helmet Excavator, of course. It is the linchpin of the deck as well as Undo Cleric. It's a deranged cousin over here. That's just like so good. So we're milling people and we're getting a lot of life using the ally subtype for creatures. So we're running all these changelings and all these other allies, and then we're powering it all out and just milling them out. What I'm actually trying though is, yes, we had Meeting of the Minds, but when I played this deck at the beginning, someone did write in the comments, unexpected assistance is dropping in the new Lorwyn set. So I wanted to give a go because we normally want a really high amount of creatures in this deck. Or when I say high amount of creatures, I mean more that has to be on the board. And so we normally want to have 5 creatures in play. So the extra mana for Unexpected Assistance is actually not that bad, I feel, in regards to Meeting of the Minds, because essentially the same card, they convoke, they draw cards, but this draws an extra card and then discard. So the looting effect can be actually quite good because we're playing Prismatic Strands, and it's just another way of, you saw my other allies deck where we were green blue, and we're playing with like the Simic stuff, or like Gnaw to the Bone and getting lots of life and moments peace. This is the white version of that, and now we can discard it in blue-white, so it's a bit of a happier mana base, I feel. And then we can run our boy over here on Do Cleric, which I love very, very much. So I want to just try 4 of these Unexpected Assistants so we can actually see if they're good or not, really. So let me know what you think in the comments if they are good. Over here in the sideboard, this is still a bit of a working space right now. I wanted a sideboard that had a little bit of interaction, more interaction with Raven Charm, but I'm thinking it might just cross over a little bit funny with the Relic Progenitors, so it's just something to try and see how it kind of teeters out in sideboarding. It's always nice to play this and get people's feedback anyway to see actually how it works. Blue Elemental Blast, there's not much you can say about that. It's just a fantastic card, and it's good against those quick early red decks as well as to get those linchpin cards that are in red. Dust to Dust just to play Affinity. I actually haven't played Affinity in ages, and every time I take it out of my sideboard, I play against Affinity, so I'm not going to do that. And anyway, that's the whole kind of deck. I am playing this absolutely spicy Rhino over here. I do love a good Rhino, as I am Siege Ryan. Stonehorn Dignitary. This actually gives me nightmares. I hate this card so much. I can't believe it's a common. People playing it in Commander are terrible people as well. And I just felt, you know what? The decks that are really, really fast and we're not finding the Undo Cleric in time, this might just be nice, and we have these ephemerates on tap as well, so it might be very good. So I just thought I would try out one. We might not even see it at all, but it's really rage bait to play a Rhino, you know. Anyway, if you do like these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. It does help the channel out a fair bit. I love playing all these new Lorwyn cards in Magic right now. It should hit some of those keywords in the YouTube algorithm, so it actually gets pushed more this video. Lorwyn, Magic the Gathering Arena, COVID Go Blue, I don't know. Anyway, if you do want to play these cards online, try out Mana Traders. You can use my code SiegeRyan, and then you can get a little bit of money off if you go through their loan program. It's quite an easy way to keep playing different kinds of decks. Try before you buy, as I say. It doesn't cost that much. It's about $15 a month, and then you can just play whatever decks you want whenever you want. It's pretty sweet. All right, without further ado, I'll see you in the first one. See you there. All right, we're in this hand. Look, it's not the best hand, but it's a hand nonetheless. Oh, like, I think I have to mull it. I need some kind of enabler and some other Gucci stuff. This is good, so we can go, we need to discard. What do we want to discard? Probably the Lorwyn Revealed, because we've got, that's the beauty about these bounce lands, really. So now on our turn, we just go land, changelings, and then there you have a stop here. There we go. So we can play the changelings quite haphazardly. There's even like a point where we could just chill on it for a little bit, but I think we just go Chancery and then pass next turn. Also playing mono black with some sweet ass swarms. Look at this, how good. Let's get it for 1. I want to get white online. I kind of just want to play the Chancery because I know we can play stuff next turn, so I'm going to do that. And then, yeah, probably just looking like playing the Undo Cleric. They seem a little bit slow for me. So I think playing the Undo Cleric, and let's try and just the old Crypt Rats, eh? It's a good one. It's very good against us. Because we don't have any... this version doesn't have the removal spells in the main deck. So I think we have to kind of get them to use it. So I think what I might do is play this. Attack for 1, why not? Get that chip damage in. And then we're going to play this. There's no point, we can't Meeting of the Minds here. We'll go get a Plains. Just say always yes to this. Always yes. But this is like definitely like a problem. I'm going to crack now. I'm thinking about, yeah, we purposely aren't really running that much stuff. Okay, they're just doing it now, which is like really good for us. I guess the problem is if they go harder on stuff, but now we have prismatic strands. So we're going to go to planes, and let's just bring out some more clowns here. I don't think I want to keep this Halimamaya to bring back the excavator if need be. So I'm actually just going to go land. And I could even just play the excavate, the lookout. It does use our mana the best. I'm actually going to play the lookout, and then we're just going to meaning of the mines on our turn, on their end step, sorry. And just draw 2 more cards. It just uses our mana the best, and that way we can actually play something more relevant next turn, and we can continue the trend with the Halimag Excavator. Oh, Pauper All-Star Phyrexian Rager. Look at this bad boy. That's what you want. This is like some serious, proper mono black control action. Alright, let's tap all our clowns. It's a clown o'clock, and there's a Ronald McDonald house. Alright, we just draw more strands, which is not the end of the world, and we draw more strands. Okay, so we're just going to play the excavator. I'm going to tap like this. And now, I mean, they can obviously have stuff for this, but at least we won't die anytime soon, especially because we've got this cliffside lookout. We can literally stop a Crypt Rats for 6 turns. I'm worried if they just play cast down, but again, we got the Mortuary Mire to just put it back on top. There's the Crypt Rats. Yeah, look, let's just... okay, the 4th strands is a bit how you doing. I, again, want to save the Mire to bring back the excavator. So many rats, dog. Let's just use one, I think. Let's just use one to force them to do something, you know? Stop them at least gaining a bunch of life for free or whatever. And they can just do it next time. We have so many strands in our hand. Let's just get them to sink in more mana, you know? And also the rats gets a lot worse as well as time goes on. No attacks. Okay. Well, this is good. This is what I wanted to draw. And we can kind of tap in a way where we can discard the strands as well. I think we just hold off for now. Again, the Halimag Excavator is what we want to draw. And we want to get rid of this rat somehow. Yeah. I honestly think this is fine. They lose all their stuff. And then we can just assistance and discard our strands. Because we have so much anyway. Wow, a 3rd Crypt Rats. Okie doke. Well, let's just do this. They're going to mill themselves out of this, right? I really wasn't expecting the this many Crypt Rats. I actually want to keep the strands in hand, so we're going to just get rid of an island, I think. It's that would have been good to see how the deck goes, you know, doing stuff, but we will target Halimag Excavator. Put you back on top. Yes, and then we can just keep doing it with the other stuff. But let's play a Cliffside Lookout. And then they can have their way with what they want to do. Oh, yeah, they can defile that, that's fine. And I mean now, they can essentially corrupt. Well, we have to strands here. I see why they got rid of that white creature now. Let me black. It deals damage. So it doesn't do anything now. Okay, wow, wait, there's the Halimag Excavator. How fantastic. Let's play it. And at least now it can just brick wall the Crypt Rats. They might just use something for it, but we're just going to grab the Mortuary. We want the Halimag Excavator. I wouldn't mind some more draws. There might be something I want to do. I really wish we kept that Lorwyn revealed now. Now that I know what we're playing against, I want this Lorwyn revealed. And it could be the fact that we may not have enough creatures in this version of the deck. I could probably cut some to add more creatures. I mean, let's just keep using this, really. Name in black. And I mean, they just get 4 swamps and they can just Crypt Rats us to death. So we can't need to turn a corner now. Maybe we do get the Undo Cleric. Let me draw something. Okay, another Halima Excavator. It's not dreadful. Let's do this and put the Undo Cleric on top so we can gain some life. Yes. And let's just hold on to this Excavator. They have 1 card left. We have another Strand, so... Oh, can they actually... No, because they can do the Rats once. They are using the Rat now. Okay, you can use the Rat, that's fine. I have 1 more Strand in my hand. If you want to corrupt me, that's fine. Is this unearthing the bloody Crypt Rats? Okay. Alright. Now we're in Bad News Bear Central. Population, moi. We got the Undo Cleric now, so we'll play the Undo Cleric. I'm doing it for 9. Oh, I'm fine with that. I've got a 1. You know what else I have? I have this Halima Excavator ready to go. And I'll mill you, I'll gain 2 more life. Mill you, gain life. See, yeah, but you wish you didn't unearth that now. We've got to keep this in our hand. We've got Strand, and we got 3 other Strands in our bin. Probably going to defile this, I guess. Unearthing a Phyrexian Rager. And it was pretty worth it just to probably do a Crypt Rat, so I would assume. A Zealot, okay. My Kingdom for like an Ephemerate or just something, there you go, something with a bit of value. So if we target our creature, do we hold on to it for now? I think we do, just in case if they have a removal spell, and then we can use the Strands and we can keep the Undo Cleric alive. Yep, that's what I reckon makes sense. I've drawn a lot of cards. And then they're cycling on Earth. I'll just get the Crypt Rats, and you just have to do it every turn. You know, they just Crypt Rats literally every turn for 4 until they win the game. Hoi, Sign and Blood. Do you have 2 Sign and Bloods? Oh, I got an Ephemerate now. Yes. Well, let's see if this resolves, eh? It might not resolve. Come on. Come on, Ephemerate. Let's go. Get the life gain. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. I think we've won this now. Yeah, we've got a Fortune Teller. You play the Rager. But now... okay. I was going to say a Sun and Blood does it, eh? That'd be so funny. Yeah, we're just going to pass. We are going to Ephemerate the Helmet. That's so funny. That's actually such a funny event to occur. That we actually survived their Sun and Blood by Ephemerating. And now, they were very close here, but now we got them. Okay, so we're just going to, sorry, keep that blue behind. Just going to play this Fortune Teller. And we basically just have it wrapped up now. So I'm going to snap and then do the lands now. I did really turn that. Ooh. We want more blue. Defile the Undo Cleric. I think we mill them out though here. That's the thing, right? That's fine. I'm not going to do the clue token thing. Okay, so they have 13 cards left, so I can do 2, 3. So if I do just draw something. Let's just draw off this first. See what we get. Okay, we get that. We can't get the Undo. Actually, we can get the Undo Cleric if we need to next turn. So let's play this. Let's pick up the Mortuary Mire. And then I think we'll play a fortune teller. We'll mill them. And then we'll play the Moth Dust Changeling. And then yeah, we have this other strands up. So I'm just hoping, I guess they're going to play a Corrupt, and then we're just going to Prismatic Strands them. That's the plan anyway. Let's see if it pays off. Yeah. This is pretty wild. Because now they can't Crypt Rats us or cast another Corrupt. Okay, there we go. We just won that game. Very close though. Very, very close. I want these in here. I want the Thraben Charms, to be honest. I don't really want the Prohibits because we got Prismatic Strands. Don't want that. I like the Absences. I think we just cut the Prohibits, and I don't think the Snaps are as... You know, the Snaps are probably still good. The Ephemerates are probably a little bit worse because of their spot removal. Maybe we just bring in 2 Relics because we only really need it a little bit, and I kind of want to keep our Strands alive. And Thraben Charm does a good job as well anyway. Probably don't even need the 4 Thraben Charms because we're not having that much interaction. And maybe we'll just keep... I kind of just want to keep 2 Thraben Charms. We are back now with a vengeance. Well, not really. We won that game. This hand's fine. The landscapes make it a little bit easier to play stuff. So we'll just pass through their turn. It's our turn. I kind of just want the island, to be honest. So I think we just go get that, and then we can just go island. Your turn. Bing, bang, boom. This is actually like a hot commodity now. These white creatures for this Prismatic Strand. So there's the Zealot. I'm actually just going to play the Helmet Excavator just outright. I think it's probably the best way. Best use of our mana. Start the old, and then at least now we're getting like the ETBs off this, even though this kind of works the other way anyway. They can play that, but then it does 2, but this has 1 and 2. It does an extra mill here. Defile, so mean. That's why we have the Mortuary Mire and the Sign and Blood, eh? In for 1. I think we just play the other Excavator, to be honest. That's interesting. So we could... Let's play the Landscape. Let's just go Changeling and pass, because I wouldn't mind just fetching for an island and then being able to go Excavator, snap it to keep it alive if I need to. Okay, that is interesting. I'm wondering if I want to do anything about that. I don't think so. That's fine. You can hit a Moth Dust Changeling. Very glad we didn't play this Excavator. But they're attacking. Playing a lot more spot removal now, which is interesting. Alright, let's just go get an island. I just wanted, I don't know if it was correct, but I just wanted to keep up like a Thraben Charm just in case. Okay. Now that we have the snap up, I feel a lot better of just playing Landscape and Excavator, and we'll just kind of have an island and a Plains up, just in case. This way we can play Charm or Snap or whatever. Just mill them. Even though they're playing like a Unearthed deck, we could, like, if they want to... Oh, it's bargaining now. Okay, that's fine with me. Alright, Crypt Rats. So now you can see if they Unearth here. It doesn't really matter because we'll just Thraben Charm. Or just, honestly, they can Crypt Rats and then we can just snap our creature back. What are they getting? A Curse Marauder. I kind of want to keep this for now. Let's just snap this. See if that resolves. It does. Okay. And then now we can quite comfortably... We have Thraben Charm up now. That comes back. They sacrifice their own creature. And then we can go get a Plains, likely. Yeah, now we'll go get Plains. And we can play Excavator, Lookout. Yeah, I think that's the correct thing to do. Let's play Excavator, mill them a little bit more. It's like... I kind of just want to keep back Charm though as well. I think... Let's just do this. And then we still get a little bit of a mill. And then that way they're not going to just instigate us with a with another like a Crypt Rats if they unearth it. Well, they can, so I guess they can do it for 4. I think we just take 2 because I'm mindful of like Drown and Sorrow and stuff. Let's go. Okay, so now we're probably... Oh, that's a lifelink. I thought that was the Hymn to Torak one. I was just like, holy crap. I was ready to discard something there. I was like, that's absolute technology if they had that, but they didn't. Okay, Ephemerate's a fantastic draw. This is relatively free to play if we play it like this, because then and we mill them, and then we can just Absent and then also still Ephemerate Halma Excavator if need be. And now I feel quite comfortable blocking the Rager. They can gain 3. I don't really mind. I don't really care about that. Pestilence. That's pretty good. They can do it for 2. We'll let them do it. I think we just do we'll do the unexpected assistance here, and then probably just Ephemerate on top. Yeah, let's do this first. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because if we discard... Yeah, that's fine. You can do a response. That's fine. That Undo Cleric is a good draw. I think we get rid of the Chancery, to be honest. We want it all. We get him for a little bit. Oh yeah, because 2 hits are. That's funny. They probably should have hit first. I'm going to keep the Ephemerate back. Let's just throw in Charm. God, I wish I had more of these. Just retarget Enchantment. Yes, please. Bing bong. And I'm not going to play this Undo Cleric yet. We'll hit for 1. I would rather it be alive. So I'm probably going to end up snapping it or something like that. The Ephemerate's better once we have more creatures in play. And this deck is very hard to operate with that. So they're doing that. Okay. Well, let's snap again. See if that resolves. It does. Yeah, we'll untap 2 lands. Why not? Play another Rager. And we're not mega dead with life gain right now, so I'm kind of happy just to chill for a smidge on this Undo Cleric. Like, I'd rather play the Excavator and keep up Snap again. Ooh. Yeah, anyway, we'll play this. Because we're likely just going to block something, and then we can play the Undo next turn. This is just so funny. Like, what is going on? Yeah, let's just block. Let's just block 1. Take 2. Yep. They're doing a lot of that. Take me wrong. Crypt Rats is kind of not good here. We've got 24 cards left. Let's just keep the snap back. And we'll play an Undo Cleric. We still haven't done anything really specific. Let's just do this and then we'll get into always yes to this. I thought I said yes to you. And then how much do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. And I'm just thinking here, we can block, play the other one next turn. It's kind of about just keeping back the Ephemerate. Like, maybe I should have just kept that sided out. Because it would just, they're drawing more swamps, which is interesting. So I might just block a Zealot, and it was a 2, 4, 6. Let's block a Zealot. Jitsu. How much is that now? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got a 5. I think that's fine. Let's just block that. And then our next turn, we'll probably play the Undo Cleric just to block. Oh, Crypt Rats. He's still for 5 next turn, so they might actually have us here. Doing it for 1 again. But they can also just ephemerate. We'll let them do it for 1. That's fine. Maybe I should actually try to snap this. I don't know. I feel less bad now because they just have that in play. Let's go to our turn. Okay, that's kind of nice because we can ephemerate. So we'll go this, gain life. We just mill them out. They're on 20 now. We have to do some pretty gnarly maneuvers, and we probably do need a... Just gonna snap this now. I guess maybe I was meant to just keep it in and play the Moth Dust Changeling actually, because now we have all our stuff is down now. Yeah, sorry, I was meant to not even snap. Maybe if we had a Chancery, it would have been better. But I was kind of meant to just play Moth Dust Changeling and then keep up Ephemerate and then just block like 2 things. So you probably have an Ninjutsu here, but I think we just have to kind of Raw Dog it like... actually, let's just Raw Dog it like this and take 2, 5, 6. Okay, we're not dead yet. I mean, they can play anything, and we're pretty foobar here. Unearth the Crypt Rats. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Okay. I feel like this was like winnable though. I don't know. Maybe I should have exiled the graveyard more. Let's cut the Ephemerates because I actually wasn't a fan of them. And bring in this other Throven Charm. Let's see how this goes. The Stonehold Dignitary is interesting. Don't know if it's the best, but we'll just see. Okay, let's have a look at this hand. This hand's good. We can just go get an island tapped and then say go. I wouldn't mind a Chancery to make this snap a little bit better, but we do probably need some extra oomph in this hand. Play this. We're getting a good workout for this unexpected assistance. It was probably a little bit too much in that game too, the 5 mana. I think I was going to win that last game anyway. I would have lost everything before that happened. Okay, that's interesting. I do want to keep the snap open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Yeah. Let's just play this and just pick up the island. I'd rather have a way to save my excavator, so I probably should have started and just played the lookout, I guess. Return the island. Alright, just pass. It's just a tiny thing. Sometimes these little things matter. Sometimes they don't. I know just for certain I do not want to play this excavator blindly. I want to keep the snap in because it's really our ticket out of here. Our ticket to the big city. And then next turn I can play the Chancery. And if they don't remove a creature, we can actually then do the assistance. Okay, well, now I kind of want to do a snap here. You know, that's fine. You can have that. There's our land. So let's just play our island and then we'll play our excavator. Island, we just use a Chancery, play the excavator. Just, we could mill ourselves actually to get something really going with the strands, I guess. But we can't flash it back anyway because we don't have any white creatures. Yep, this figure's pretty good against this deck. Oi, oi, oi. It's probably like the one thing this deck doesn't like is Crypt Rats. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's try and snap this back to our hand. And they got removal spell. Okay, that's alright. So 1 for 1 to everyone. Let's just play the land and say go, because we can just assistance on there instead, because it is an instant, which is nice. Alright, then we're just cottaging that back to the top. But we have some card advantage now. There's a Crypt Rats. Let's play this. I don't feel good. I would likely be losing this game, but it's been fun, so I'll probably still post it, to be honest. I think it's a nice little game that's being had here. I'm likely going to probably just cast Lorwyn Revealed, which I'm going to do right now. Let's just try and get something good, I think. Yeah, okay. So it's 4, yes, 8 cards. So let's go Islands, play a Relic, and then tap it. We kind of need some answers now. I mean, we're on a healthy 20. We're drawing more cards than we've had hot dinners. So maybe what we'll do now is we'll play the Cliffside Lookout and then play a land, and then we can technically pump it if we want to. It's an Undo Cleric. I think I'm still keen to play the Cliffside Lookout first. Let's play the Landscape, because we might get less use out of that. I kind of want to block it for those Crypt Rats now. And then we're probably still just going to 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have lots of mana now. We can snap and we're 100% blocking this. Holy crap, we're blocking this. Yes, it's a 1/1. I'm fine with that. I have other creatures where we're going. I was going to try and run the let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's just cycle that out. Get rid of the Crypt Rats. It's too dangerous to be kept alive. All right, Strands is interesting. I kind of want the Strands flashback as well, but I'm going to play this Assistance. This is nice being able to just play 5 mana. Let's get rid of the Contaminant Landscape now. All right, it's our turn. It's a new day. Let's go Island, because we might draw Mortary. We can actually cycle this, but we'll go Bing. Let's actually use the Chancery. Just mill them. And I could just play everything out because we've got the Strands now. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I will. I've got so many white sources though. I don't think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play the Undo. Let us play the Undo. Mill, gain some life. Yes, please. Yeah, let's just keep up. Let's just cycle through for a white source, and then we can snap our Hallam Excavator if we want to. Or we can just Strands or whatever. I think just Strandsing a couple times, we can get a bit of a clock going now. Draw a bunch of cards with the Lorwyn Revealed. A Cursed Marauder. I think we just get rid of the Undo Cleric here. When they're bargaining it. That is a sick play there. That is a sick play. And Phyrexian Rager. Okay. Let's just get a white source. Sacrifice. Like, we've got lots of life. They're not doing too much from that extent to us now. Okay, another Undo Cleric, which is good. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we just fire off this Lorwyn Revealed, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 4 there. Let's play another Undo Cleric. And we've got 6 mana left. Sorry, I have like no time left on the clock. I'm just having too much fun. I'm going to play a little bit faster now. I had to go check something in my backyard, so that's why I'm a little bit late here. But I'll play this. Let's play you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Disfigure that. Well, let's just snap you. This. Hit this. Hit this. Get you with that. 2 cards left. Let's play this. Hit you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. And we're gonna, sadly, we're just gonna keep up the strands. We could actually hit them with a Lorwyn reveal, but I think we have mana. We can just do it next turn. We have a long way to go though. I wasn't expecting it to file. It's a good card. Problematic. Problematic. That's fine. Let's just get a. We got heaps of life. Let's just get a island, and then probably just get like our forecasting fortune teller or something like that. Let's just do this first. Cast and just draw a bunch of cards. This one. All right, and then we'll play this. Let's just crack in, I say. We actually might be able to play a weird ass aggro plan. They've got 2 cards left. Yeah, I'm gonna play this other fortune teller. I'm just go a bit more aggro. This should always say yes. Always yes. Alright, 3 minutes left. I'm probably gonna lose here, but I essentially have to start pumping them with the cliffside lookout, which is pretty how you doing. And they can just, if they have 2 cards here, they can just go Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's attack with everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I got 9. Okay, let's just attack with these 2. That's fine. You block with that. Let's play Moth Dust Changeling. We'll play this, we'll pick up the island, and then next turn, boy, let me tell you, let's just crack 1 clue. Okay, the Maya's interesting, but let's just crack another clue. Let's play this because it might have a Marauder. And now we can say go ahead. We've got a snap. Okay, we'll just target the Changeling here. Get the Changeling. And let's just cycle this. Let's get some action, you know? Let's turn the corner. I got 2.5 minutes left. Okay, I kind of want to snap this, to be honest. Let's just snap that. Let's attack with everything. Bing, bang, bing, boom. Just gonna do this twice and pray. Oh, I'll just do it maybe 2, 4, 6, 8. Now let's do it next turn, and then at least we can prismatic strands if need be. Defile, that's a good one. Maybe I should have just pumped. If we draw a draw though, we can actually play this. Let's return that to our hand, yes please. And let's attack with these 2. Oh, I actually could have snapped and played it. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just snap 1. Sorry, I should have did it differently. But like it didn't really matter because we're just drawing. So I'm trying to play as fast as possible here. Play this, and now we have that up. And let's just pass the turn. We've got strands, and then we can do exactly what we did before, and we can just triple pump. Sign and Blood, beautiful. Bargain. I never thought I'd win through an aggro build like this, but I have to be careful not to F6, because if they play Crypt Rats, I need to Prismatic Strands in response. That's what I need to do. Oh, they're just bringing back a Rager, that's fine. Raging, bro. A Swamp. Disfigure? No, not Disfigure. Which figure? Disfigure. I keep trying to bring it back though. So I should have played it there so I could have hit in with everything. Alas. Oh, we just drew another one. That's fine. Play that. Play land. 3, 4. I should have technically played the Chancery, I guess. It's just funny. I got like no seconds left. Attack with everything, and then hopefully next turn we can do it. Because the Crib Rats can't do it. Corrupt does it. Alright, we'll pass the turn. They can literally, they can have a ham sandwich to finish. If they corrupt us, it's going to be a problem. We'll probably time out then. Let's just attack. I can't believe we won that. That's so funny. Through combat damage, baby. This hand is definitely not keepable, sadly. It's nice to see the unexpected assistance, but it's not that good. They're mulliganing 6, we'll mulligan as well. Let's have a look. This is better. I'll probably will just drop back one of these unexpected assistants. Yeah, probably just put back one of those, I think. And then, yeah, we just go to Island into Chancery. Forecasting Fortune Teller is good. So we'll keep, put back one of these Dunzos. And take it away, Kublai. Take it away. Ooh. Jundos, maybe? Jundos might be a little bit hard. Oh, that's good. We can play this and then go get planes. I'll just do this all now. Save a bit of time. Pass. And then, yeah, we're likely just going to Chancery next turn. Well, I guess, no, let's go Island and play a Fortune Teller, then we'll Chancery on the following turn. That makes more sense. I'm always keen to get Chancery down, but we can just play our allies out. Alright, now Spell Bomb. It's not the end of the world, and honestly, we're probably taking out Prismatic Strands to some extent. Maybe like 2. If they run Clarkon Shaman, then like obviously we will keep it back, but it's really bad against Writhing Chrysalis. So there's that one. So we get a Fortune Teller. We'll pass a turn. And I'm pretty happy with this Jund Star. I mean, them playing a Spell Bomb is a lot better than them doing something else crazy. Yeah, Refurbished Familiar. So here I'm kind of more in tune with just getting rid of an island. I think we just play the Cleric, to be honest, and just pick up a land. Yeah, I could like play the Chancery, float. So I could play this float, untap and get 1 extra mana. I think let's just attack. Yeah, attack for 1. Again, the damage doesn't matter too much, but sometimes it does. You saw last match. Sometimes it really does. And yeah, we just play the Undo Cleric and then take it from there. We'll play the Chancery. So we'll always do yes on this. Always yes. Always yield. Yes. We'll pick this up. We just spin the planes. It's very unlikely. Well, our next turn, if we're able to untap and do something, it'd be nice. I mean, if they just go land Chrysalis, we're going to be in a bit of a bad news bear territory. 3 cards left. Well, even Chrysalis isn't even that bad if we keep drawing allies. It becomes not a problem then. Yeah, there's the Chrysalis. Yeah, so on our turn, yes, see, Strands is just awful here. So we'll probably just chill on what we have, because we probably want to prohibit something. Otherwise, we're going to just be doing the old Chancery. Doing an assistance though to get rid of the Strands, then trying to find something else is pretty nice though. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Maybe even hit Ephemerate. Target the Fortune Teller. We'll take it. This might be a very quick match. Or it might be very long and grueling. I'll feel fine if we can just counter a Cryclone Shaman and then we can just overextend on the board because they run Breath Weapon, yes, but all that other stuff kind of gets through that. So we'll go blue, white, and we just tap like this. Just in case we draw an Ephemerate, because I'm kind of keen to use it as well. Use our mana as best as possible. I mean, this is perfect. If they've handed back over to us, that tells me that they probably have a removal spell. Anything about using it here? Looks like a cast down. Oh, just Fanatical Offering. The Refurbished Familiar. That's interesting. I'm wondering why they didn't just do a spawn token. Oh, they're just pulsing it back? Okay. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just discard the strands. It doesn't matter too much. It's our turn. Okie doke. There's an Excavator. Let's just play a Plains. And let's go play an Excavator. Do it for 3. And probably I could just snap here, to be honest. It's pretty free to do so. So if I snap here, be 1, 2, and then 1, 2. I think we just do it here. We've got plenty of mana. Let's just start doing more stuff, you know. So untap these 2. Got 4 mana again. So let's go. Yeah, let's just play this again. I'm happy for them to play Refurbished Familiar, to be honest. Target them. And there we go. We'll just get in with the Onto Clerics. Can't do anything about that. And very much on our merry way. So we're definitely going to get rid of this Contaminated Landscape. They've got a fair few cards in hand as well. Again, the Prohibit has hit a Cryclone Shaman. Once we get a critical mass of creatures, we're pretty well set. So I'm happy for them to have anything else. But yeah, as soon as they get anything a little bit more scary, we need to sort it out. But yeah, that being a 5/6, that's fine. Duress is a little bit worrying, but they milled it anyway, so that's good for us. Yeah, casting down. So let's just return it, and then we'll just untap the Chancery in the land if we can. Yeah. It lives to see another day. And they can't play the Refurbished Familiar. We'll take 4, that's fine. We're going to gain 3 when we recast it. Just taking this time to crack a clue. There's Lookout, that's good. So now we can play the Excavator. Well, that's fantastic as well. I kind of want to keep... Let's go... Let's... Oh. Hang on. So if we go this, and then we want to keep a Prohibit. Yeah, so let's go play the Excavator like this. Mill 3, we gain 3. Then we'll play the Cliffside, gain 4. They mill 4. It's really death by 1,000 cuts, isn't it? And we can just discard this landscape to the Refurbished Familiar because it doesn't really matter. I feel like this is like genuinely can be a hard deck to play. Let's just get in with random creatures, because why not? We're definitely not blocking with them, that's for sure. But now we've nullified their Wrathing Chrysalis essentially, because now we've got 4 creatures. And we can relatively keep our Halimar Excavator alive because we've got Prohibits and Ephemerate. It just feels like this is a deck that's just hard to... Yeah, I don't care about a Chrysalis, that's fine. I think we just crack a clue and step here, to be honest. Refurbished Familiar is still very expensive. This Makeshift Munitions would have been a little bit scary if they had that, but they don't. So that's the kind of thing I want to counter. And that's why I don't want to play this landscape, because it might just eat Refurbished Familiar. Probably our best draw still is going to be just another creature or a snap or something like that, really. Because then we can go a lot faster with our ephemerates. So normally like the, what is it? The munitions is normally a little bit more expensive. Like they only really run one. Double ephemerate, okay. I mean, that's pretty nice. Let's just play a Undo War Cleric. And now we're just doubling life, which is just absolutely nuts. Play this gain 10, and now see, Wrathing Chrysalis does not matter at all. And we'll just chill on these ephemerates, because if they're refurbished familiar, we'll get rid of the landscape. Yep. Target you. Yeah, I think they said running on the wall. Oh, they were just done. Okay, alright, let's play another one. This hand is look, it's alright. We are finally still on the draw. So we're just going to go tap land. What's this? Okay, maybe, yeah. This is actually turning into a bit of a rubbish hand now. But we'll go this into Island, play Forecasting Fortune Teller, and then hopefully draw into some action, really, because we're not drawing a lot. Okay, another Island. We're very unlucky with this right now, but that's why the Forecasting Fortune Tellers exist. We can draw cards with it. It has a very great creature type there. Human Advisor Ally. Let's go. I'm trying to think about what this style of deck is. It's probably just a bit of a brew as well, which is fine. I'll be even finer if it can be dealt with the Prismatic Strands. Thorns get familiar. Okay, so they're playing the Storm combo, it looks like. Yeah, and here we go. They're going off. So it's probably a bit too fast for us, I would say. Ooh, that's cool. But they're obviously not going to blind. Yeah, just exiles. So yeah, this is just, I'm trying to remember how they win. I'm just looking at their deck quickly. Bid score, Seize the Storm. Okay, so Seize the Storm. Okay, so that's how they kind of do it. So like a Prismatic Strands kind of just gets the job done. So I might just keep back a Prismatic Strands. What do they exile? Another Burning Curiosity and Seize the Storm. Okay, they're on 2 Seize the Storms. I think what we'll do, I kind of just want to play the Howling Excavator. So I should have played the Chancery. I wasn't thinking too far ahead there. But yeah, let's just play the Excavator. And then now I have to play an island, which is really annoying. I should have played the Chancery there, but that's okay. And then yeah, I'll just see if we can just win through that way, because I'm pretty sure we can. They do run the Flaring Pain in their sideboard, but we also have sideboard stuff. So I don't know. Food for thought. Do we put Blue Blast in the sideboard? Let's have a look. Let's have a looky-loo. We do have Blue Blast, Relics, and Thraben Charms, which would be good for, I think a matchup gets a little bit better post, because we can just counterspell whatever we need to counter. But probably this first one's not going to be good. Especially if they just mulligan us to death. But I'm hoping I just catch them with Prismatic Strands, really. Yeah, they're just going to do that a couple times, which makes sense. But they are just full combo. Yeah, so it'll go straight back to us. We'll play an island. Let's just attack with both. Let's get in there. Let's do the thing. And if we're lucky, we can just crack this clue and then play a creature or something like that. Such a cool deck though. They've so much cooking on, you know. So they got this one. I'm generally looking at their deck though, and I'm like, how do they actually beat a? Do they just get a? Does the Seize the Storm keep it in play? So it creates a Reddit. Sorry, it's over here anyway. I'm looking at bloody random place, but it says, yeah, create a elemental token, creature token with trample, and this token's power and toughness equals the number of instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard plus the number of cards with flashback you own. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't even have haste. So they just make that. I guess they fling it. Is there a way they fling it? Hard to know. Watch this space. I feel like they should be able to go. I think they need another cost reduction and like the Leyline Weaver or something like that. I think one more cost reduction should do the trick though. Yep, get 2 treasure tokens. I think this is just cool to see how this deck actually works though. Yep, Seething Song. They're going off. Pretty bold though as well. Like I just have 4 mana. I'd love a prohibit. Yep, so they're playing the cost reduction. Makes sense. This thing gets absolutely huge. Some more. You got it. You got it, my buddy. So the lessons they can get is like a fire bending lesson, which doesn't do anything. Abandoned attachments. Origin of metal bending, I guess, is relevant. How to start a ride. Damn dog. I feel like I am missing something. What am I missing? Oh, it's going through my turn. No. Okay, good. Let's attack. It's just a 1/1, has the old Blight Tokarina on it. And then, see, I shouldn't play all these islands. I want to be able to play Strands, that's 3, and then I can play... I think I still hold back on the... Let's go Plains, and let's just play Lookout. Let's just mill them for 3. Okay, and then we'll hold up the Prismatic Strands again. Now we have the flashback, which is good. Finding 5-bending lessons interesting. So yeah, from memory, like Pauper doesn't have like a combo card, so I think it's literally Seize the Storm. Oh, that gives haste. Yeah, so they do the thing. So it does get freaking huge though. Yeah, how to start a ride. That's cool. I guess that's the other option, isn't it? So probably just burn it here and just name green. Because they just play a butt ton of creatures. Yeah, that's the other way as well. They make one giant creature, but also they can just do how to start a ride, and they have normally just 1 in their deck. So we could probably get them to essentially blow their load with what they're doing. Make a crap ton of mana. You're playing a bunch of these, and I guess they will get counters, and then they have haste. But also, I think we can just mill them out now, potentially. Like, we can Prismatic Strands twice, and all their creatures are green and or red. And they have these colorless ones, but yeah. So, and they don't have an actual wish, so they can't actually get anything else specific. There's one way to do it, just make a bunch of these, you know? Get it done. And it's good. It's good. Yeah, but again, I think they got 5 cards left and we just Prismatic Strands them, so they can't prevent damage. They don't have a thingo in their deck. Good, that's trample. Now it's haste. I can't even see the power because of all the other stuff. It's crazy. I need a card in my deck that actually says draw a card, and then they lose on the spot. I wonder if they're gonna want to play a game 2. They got Flaring Pain though. But we can counter Flaring Pain. We can actually counter Flaring Pain if we have oh, you gave that Menace. Okay. And we're kind of not out of the woods yet, so let's just go to block. So this says, yeah, prevent all damage that source of the color of your choice would deal. So we're going to name red. So those are still going to get in, and we kind of need to draw a creature. So let's block here. And that doesn't really matter. And we'll just, yeah, Prismatic Strands. And we just name red. And that's on that. And then, yeah, if we draw an ally, then we can do the whole thing again. But we are taking a fair bit from these 2 bloody spiny things. And we're actually dead on board unless we get a creature now. Alright, deck, give me an ally. It's actually, like, legit that we might not get an ally. Yep, they will get counters. Alright, deck. Be kind. There we go. Alright, I'll cast Untouched Cleric in attack mode and mill you for 4. Target you. There we go. Yes, please. I'll gain some life. It might come up. Play this. Crack that. Yeah, we'll see what we get. We can always flash back the strands. Okay, well, we can't do that, so let's just get him to draw a card. Come on. Let that be the way I win the game. There we go. There we go. So they have Flaring Pain, so I'm wondering if they do want to play, though. Flaring Pain is a bit scary. They went through combat, though, so let's bring in the Stonehorn Dignitary, because they don't actually have anything that just, like, gets rid of it. And let's bring in all the Blue Blasts. They're fantastic. And I kind of like the Thraben Charms. So we're going to cut down the Meaning of the Minds. We'll keep out in all the strands. Let's cut the Prohibits. I'm not a big fan of that. The Ephemerates are, like, good, but also, like, they're obviously fantastic. Maybe we don't even run the Stonehorn Dignitary in this case. Do we need to even run Relic? They have the Flaring Pain and they can flash it back. So we really need 2 Prismatic Strands. We have the Blue Blast. Maybe do keep the Prohibits in because that's the way to actually counter, like, a flashback. It's interesting. Sadly, I think the assistances come out. We could run a couple. I think the Ephemerates go, sorry. I'm not going to try the Stonehook Dignitary. You can tell me if I'm wrong and a terrible person with that. We're going to win through them just comboing again, though. So maybe don't run as many Thraben Charms. We cut maybe an Assistance. We keep all the bulk in still. And we keep the Untouched Cleric because we need another white creature, really. I do have to think about that. Maybe just cut, like, 2 snaps. Because we're bringing these other forms of damage. Pyroblast is going to be a little bit annoying. Yeah, Flaring Pain, Weather the Storm. I think this hand's fine, though. Again, I think they're going to try and just go combo time. And we just need to have the right stuff, really. I'm not going to play the Moth Dust Changeling right just yet, because we're going to be able to play it on turn 3 with 2 other ones. And now we can play the Forecasting Fortune Teller. Play the Undo Cleric. Play like the Teller after that. Okay. I mean, we're hitting a lot of the life gain shenanigans stuff. We'll still just, I mean, we'll go to town and play all this stuff. And at least we can get rid of this contaminated landscape with the Unexpected Assistance. But, like, I didn't really want to mulligan this hand because it's like we need to get a Critical Mass of stuff as well. I'm just wondering, sideboard-wise, if they're going to be running... No, they can't really run Breath Weapons in this deck. Oh, they're going off, are they? Well, there you go, just like that. I don't think they can. I think they need, like, another Thornscape Familiar to actually really go off. Or they try to do some kind of mid-range shenanigans. Like, yeah, you get that, and that essentially comes back. You know, they make that cost 3 and they get 2 treasures, but it's not... You need like 1 more Nth Perfect to really get me by the balls, you know. Yeah, big score. I mean, I'm just gonna yield through this turn. If they have me, they have me essentially. But I'm looking at their sideboard and it's not really much I'm too worried about. Like, they can keep doing this, but then go like a couple cards left in their hand, and then a Critical Mass, and this just nets itself now. It's just 2 mana, and then they make 2 treasure tokens. I mean, if they keep drawing those, that's what's going to do it. Pirate's Pillage. I guess they just make 1 giant big dog, and that's it. Man, I wish I had a snap now. Okay, now they're doing that. What do they have? Another Glimpse, Impossible. Okay, that's pretty good. And there's Seize the Storm. They can't play that though, so can be cast until the end of this turn, yeah. So they have another Seize the Storm. I'm just going to pop out this graveyard. I mean, we don't have anything going for us right now. That's the problem. We could gain a lot of life and see how that goes. Maybe we'll do that, and then we can also just get the... It feels like we'll probably just lose this because of that, but get rid of this Exile. Let's just gain a bunch of life and pray that's enough. I'll play this Cliffside Lookout. I don't think it's really going to cut the mustard. They've got 2 cards and they have a fresh draw then as well. Yeah. No Glaring Pain. I didn't bring in those relics either, did I? I mean, Reckless Impulse is good. Yeah, I did bring in the relics. And they can flash that back as well. Okay. I mean, that was a crap exile. They can just play a damn All Mate if they need to. Maybe they just do that on their turn. They have more mana than I've ever had hot dinners, so there's that. Surely, yeah, no. Okay. Not going off as much as I thought they would. Let's play this. And I'm going to go for one more turn. I'm going to hold on to the landscape. Because I don't think it's the end of the world. And if we just draw like run of creatures, then I want to be able to do that. You have your turn, my boy. You have your turn. Play land. If we just get a good setup, I think we're good to go, you know. But we are, well, now they're playing something. Yeah, they're just playing that for something big. Just the old 16-16. But like a snap just like cooks that, you know. All right, well let's okay, they just didn't want to play. I really want to see what we're drawing. All right, 2, 3. All right, nothing. And then we're going to draw a clue, and then draw a clue, and then draw a step. Okay, we had a strands, and then we had more stuff to draw cards, but yeah, I actually think we would have gone there. I mean, we didn't have any interaction, but like we had the prismatic strands. Let's do a quick wrap up, eh? All right, so that was that. There was interesting games. I think there was a little bit of rage with people playing this deck, playing against this deck. But I think it was pretty fun. I think what I'm thinking about is I actually do like the assistance. Digging further is good, but you have to kind of play more of these 1-drops. I am thinking you could try a 4-drop. I was looking at it before, but yeah, the irregular cohort. You could run that. It's just more meat. It's just more meat onto the battlefield. Double triggers. You could, if Ephemerate's too good, but you could definitely just crack it in somewhere. You can maybe cut the prohibits if you want and try, put in some Thraben Charms instead of the prohibits. But I like the idea of being able to just hit like a Crackland Shaman or something like that that's just going to completely neuter your whole game plan. So probably, I don't know if it's better than Meaning of the Mind. I do like digging more, but it's definitely like another option. And the artwork's a bit cooler, I think. It didn't really... When I was playing this and I had unexpected assistance, there weren't really many times where I was like, gosh, I wish this was a Meeting of the Mind so I could actually play it. Like, I felt like I could always play it and had the shenanigans with Snap where I could, do the Azorius Chancery and, get extra mana. The sideboard, I think, needs a bit of a workout, to be honest. I kind of never really wanted, like, 4 Thraben Charms or, like, 3 Relics. Because the problem with this deck, and it's probably similar with the Familiars deck, is that you have lots of core cards you can't really miss out on. So... it's a bit harder to sideboard with this. Like initially I was just, cutting maybe one or two of these, and you can't cut that because they're technically lands. You can't cut any of the allies because 20 is pretty low anyway. It's either you're cutting the strands and the prohibits or maybe 1 or 2 snaps and an ephemerate for some more different interactions. So probably it's like remove 3 prohibits, put in like the elemental blast and see how you go there. It's probably a bit of a thought that we need to kind of think about what decks this is bad against. And like, obviously we can go pretty well against red, but we want a little bit of protection. That's what Blue Elemental Blast does. But, Jundun stuff or Crypt Rats, like, Crypt Rats, I feel like can absolutely destroy us. So we had to play some real shenanigans with snaps and stuff like that to actually save our creatures and win those games, which we did in the end, but it was very, very close. It could have gone either way, to be honest. Anyway, this is what this deck was. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.